Hey guys, Kansas Garage here. I'm working on some stuff, doing some things, and guess most importantly, trying to make some progress. So, currently, I think where we left off is I cut a hole in the hood to make that clear. Of course, it hits on the throttle body, but I ain't gonna make another hole. So, there's that. Like I had said previously, we got a big old scoop. Something about like that. Been thinking backwards, just so I don't take the chance of it flying off, although it does seem to sit nicer when it's forwards. Not real sure. We'll figure it out. Anyway, got it sitting down, sort of, kind of on the wheels there. Suspension's all aired out. I pulled the compressor and changed that out. Replaced it. I was thinking that was the problem, and it's not. I don't know if it's the relay or what the deal is, but it is pretty well bagged. I had to put this end up on blocks, and then I blocked it up underneath the frame to get this up enough to get the jack out. Same with this. It's actually lifted right now because I got the jack underneath of it, but you can see where that fender sits down on top of it. So 315s do not tuck, at least on this offset wheel, although I don't have a whole lot of room on the backside. I verified I got power to the relay. The other day it would actually kick on for about 2 seconds and then shut off, and then wait a couple minutes and then kick on and then kick back off. So I'm thinking the relay's toast, but not worth my time. I'm just gonna wire in some bags, switches. I'm gonna have a panel set up, so I'm gonna manually control the compressor. I'm gonna shut off the system, manually control the compressor. The way this system works is the compressor runs for a second, probably build up a little pressure before you open the solenoids for the bags. So that's what I'm going to do, is just tie in and manually control all of it. That way I can get it figured out. So this is not the permanent home. This is merely a temporary home for this drivetrain. My thoughts and plans and ideas are to put this in a 70s style F100, leave the bags on, pull the independent rear out from underneath of it, put that underneath the truck. Anyway, that's the thought. Crazy ideas, I know, but at least drive it. Still got to do the torque converter, the seal. While I'm in there, the rear main needs done, so I'll do that. I have the seals for it. I just need the converter. And I think we're going to go 410s in the rear, put a posi in it, or a locker, whatever. But on to other things. We did a little tuning on this. I noticed it was running like crap, other than the fuel that's been in there for 2 years. I mean, who would ever blame it on that? That's not what the problem is. No way. Anyway, got it running as best as it'll possibly run. The idle jets were like 2.5 turns out, which is way too much. As soon as I turned them in, it ran a lot better. I also had an issue with the fuel pump that didn't want to work. Now works really, really well, like too good, and it's bypassing the seat. So I put a regulator in line and got that all done. Fuel line up and around to the regulator, gauge so I can see. We're still making fuel, barely, but anyway, it comes out and around and into the front of the carb. The other thing I noticed while I was in there was only one squirter jet was working. So I took that back apart and ended up having to use this drill bit right here. Cleaned out all the passages, and now it works great. Matter of fact, while it's sitting here idling, it works real good. Running on totally crap fuel, but got to get that all cleared out. I went back through all of this, found a whole bunch of stuff that I forgot that I had. So I got felts for all this. I've got stuff for inside the windows. I've got all these felts. I think all new seals, maybe. I don't remember if I did that or not. I do want to get a mirror for this side just because it's a pain to try to drive it off of that mirror because I can only see one side. So I figured I'd put one over here just so I can see at least a little better. I've been working on the sequential turn signals. When I get that figured out, I'll put a video out on that because that was a real pain in the butt. Still working on it, but I've got running lights. What else do I got? Running lights and running lights. Still need turn, and then the brakes run through the turn. So yeah, we'll get that one figured out. The other issue is with those sequential lights, it ran through 2 emergency flashers as well as a brake switch, and the front turn signals right there, those were powered by the flasher in the rear. So now we're having to go above and beyond and figure out with a whole other turn signal relay how to get those to work. Knowing what I know now, I'd have gone with a Cougar specific turn signal deal, but you know, live and learn and make mistakes and fix it. So that's what we're doing, fixing it. Anyway, just an update for everybody. Yeah, that's all I got. Stay tuned. Hopefully we can get either one of these things ready for West Coast, what is it called? Power Tour. West Coast Power Tour. I'm only going to do the Chandler location. It's over at Firebird, or Wild Horse Pass is what they call it now. Anyway, that's the plan. Still a ton of work, a lot of parts I need. This one needs more parts technically than this one does, but this isn't registered yet, so yeah. Anyway, trying to make progress as much as I can, trying to keep moving forward. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.